Do me a favor, put your hands together. Let's make a nice round of sound and welcome the one, the only, Rachel Leigh Cook. Make some noise.
Is this working? Yep.
Yep. I think it's good. Alrighty then. Welcome to Florida Supercon.
Thank you, Elgin.
Thanks for coming out.
Everybody who came over. This is so cool.
Very, very
I really
cool.
thought nobody was going to come.
Why would you think that?
Some dreams I've had.
Sounds like a nightmare to me.
Historically, yeah.
Absolutely. So Welcome to Florida Supercon. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you so much.
Is this your first time here in Florida at Supercon?
Definitely my first Supercon. I used to come out to Florida a lot 'cause my grandparents, when they were alive, lived in Naples. So yeah, spent a lot of summers and winter breaks out here. Good respite from the Minnesota winters.
And you were born in Minnesota, yeah?
Yes, correct, Minneapolis.
And then when did you move to LA to pursue acting?
I started working in 1995. I somehow got the first feature that I had an audition for, which is a movie called The Babysitter's Club. Anyone heard of? Thank you, and thank you, Mom. Yeah, so I started working in 1995. It almost felt like a fluke. If you watch that movie, it looks like they just plucked someone out of a crowd and said, say these words, don't worry about why. And that was my first acting job. And then I moved to Los Angeles, I'd say in about 1997, 1998, when I was like 17, 18, and I had that classic experience of like, I didn't think that I like moved to Los Angeles until I went home to Minneapolis, and my parents had like turned my room into a guest room, the full, thing. But
they're like, she's officially not coming back. She's made it.
Well,
you've been working ever since. I mean, you were in the classic commercial for, I just have to mention the frying pan, and everyone
pretty
knows.
Say heroin commercial?
No. I was not going to say that, but yes, it was the say no to drugs, don't do drugs commercial.
Yep.
Or this is your brain on drugs.
Yep.
And I've never looked at a frying pan or an egg the same.
Or heroin, probably.
Yeah, absolutely. I've never done that. My veins are clean. Anyway.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Did anyone else? Did she keep you guys off drugs too?
Thank you.
Yeah, you're like an icon for that. And also, of course, you're an icon because you were in the film She's All That.
Thank you. This is true. Thanks, man.
Now, how did the success of that film change your life? Because that film was huge. And there's so many people were in the film with you, like, Freddie Prinze Jr., obviously. Are you still friends? Do you guys talk?
I looked up Freddie a couple years ago. I just messaged him on social media out of nowhere. I'd been meaning to do so for a couple years. After Paul Walker passed away,
right,
you really start thinking about your own mortality a little bit. And you sort of start to think about those people who you take for granted that you're going to see again, and then for some reason you don't. Or just life doesn't put you in the same room again at the same time. And I just started thinking, I want to see that guy again. And I just reached out to Freddie and said, do you want to have some coffee? And he said yes. And that was probably like a year or so ago now. But it was wonderful to see him again. And yeah, we don't run in the same circles, so that wasn't going to happen. So yeah, if there's somebody in your life who you feel that way about, I'd really recommend it. It's a really cool thing to meet somebody once and then again about 20 years later. It's sort of like you get to meet the same person twice in a lifetime, different incarnations of themselves, and it's fascinating.
It is. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I know there's a lot of fans here, so let's get into it. You are the voice of Tifa Lockhart in Final Fantasy.
Yes, sir.
And it's such a cool game, and of course you're in the film Advent Children as well. What was that experience like, doing voice acting as opposed to, in front of the camera?
It was really cool. I remember being sort of baffled by the process initially, because what we do is the initial, the first incarnation of the game is made in Japan. And so what I'm doing is essentially, especially in the beginning, was copying the read of the Japanese actress, how she had done each line. I'm sort of giving it her intention, her inflection,
Right.
absolutely everything to the best of my ability. And it's fascinating how they reconfigure, sort of the mouth movements to fit English, even though it's clearly not where it's beginning.
Right.
I was probably pretty terrible at it to begin with, but they'll work it out in editing.
They'll make it work.
Be fun.
Well, I mean, your character, Tifa Lockhart, a lot of people have said it's one of the most influential and one of the most important female video game characters that exists. So how does it feel just to be her? Because that's you. I mean, you put your own... well, let me ask you this. For Advent Children, did you get to put your own inflection into it, or did you also copy the Japanese version as well?
I would say what comes through... I don't know how to do it any other way, really, than ultimately the way I'm going to do it. I need to be really honest. I feel like I played the role, and I knew as much about her storyline as I think I could, but I'd be really interested to know what about her character really resonated with people, because I feel a little bit outside of it in a way, having not played it in a physical form. Could anyone who plays the game or is a fan of it speak about that?
This is actually a perfect time to open up right now. If you guys have any questions, we have a dedicated mic for you guys. By all means, don't be shy. Come on up. And why don't we shed some...
we can just seamlessly move on. It won't be awkward. It'll be fine.
Once one brave person gets up to the mic, I'm sure it'll break the ice. So is anyone brave? Want to ask a question? Step on up.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
All right, hello guys. My name is Cloud Strife. I'm from Nibelheim. It's a fantasy world,
the Cloud guy. Yes.
Yeah, right? I mean, who doesn't?
I don't know. I just thought you were excited to be here.
I know what. I know. You probably know what I'm gonna ask, but I ask it anyways because cool like that. Yeah. But what really inspired you to become Tifa in the Kingdom Hearts 2 and Advent Children? What really inspired you deeply to take that position?
Whenever you look at a role and think to yourself, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do this, as an actor, the most fun thing is just going, let's get our hands dirty, let's figure it out. So that and the idea of playing somebody truly kick-ass, which,
obviously,
let's be real, I'm kind of not that threatening a presence in life. It's okay, I know. Was tremendously appealing to me, and I loved how tough she is, but yet she's all heart at the same time, and her incredible devotion to yourself.
I'm here. Really I heard you were trying to find me. I'm here right now, so just so you know.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
No Thanks for your question, man.
Thanks.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Sophia. You're so cool.
You're so cool. Thanks, Sophia.
Were you ever nervous filming She's All That?
I'm nervous right now.
So am I.
Okay, good. I was really nervous in the audition. Yeah. That's for sure. Because I remember being told, they're down to you and 4 others. And I just thought, I don't know, those odds don't sound as good as 50-50 or something else. I just remember thinking, I don't know if this is going to go my way. But was I nervous filming? Not really. I'm lucky enough that She's All That, even though it certainly seemed like the first thing I did because it got some attention, was actually probably the 5th or 6th movie that I had done. And so I was scared, but definitely not paralyzingly so. And what was great about that movie is that I was working when I was a young teenager, so I missed a lot of being at high school. So I got to sort of pretend I had all these real high school experiences just by doing the movie. I didn't go to my real prom. No one asked me. But also, I just got to pretend to have one, which is the most epic prom ever. So I feel really lucky in that sense.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't feel bad. I went to my prom alone as well. But I had a great time.
I believe it. I feel like you would be doing backspins.
I was. I was told I was a breakdancer, so I was totally b-boying, spinning around in my head, and then I'm pretty crazy like that.
Dude, that's amazing.
Thank you. All right.
That's so cool.
Thank you. All right, we have another question. Hi, what's your name?
I'm Ashley.
Hey, Ashley.
Hi. Sorry I screamed at you from the back, but we're probably about close in age, and I have to say that growing up with you on screen helped girls like me with glasses who liked art and you just represented so many of those roles for me.
Thank
So
you,
thank
Ashley.
you for
You're
that.
super pretty. I hope that, like...
I was about to compliment your makeup, so don't even. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
But my actual question is, I mean, outside of, I mean, with everything that you do, is there a project, whether on screen, off screen, behind the mic, or philanthropically, that you really connect to, something that you're really proud of throughout your career, like a key highlight?
A movie that not a lot of people have seen that I did is a movie that I actually made with my husband. That was his first writing and directing. Broken Kingdom. Thank you. She knows. My husband decided in about 2007 that he wanted to write a screenplay, and I thought, you know, it's hard enough as actors, like doing what we do. If you want to throw yourself into this arena as well, I don't know. But he's also a tremendously smart guy. My husband, for those who don't know, is an actor named Daniel Gillies. He plays Elijah Michelson on the show The Originals on the CW. And he's an amazing human being, an incredible talent. And he sat down to write this screenplay, and it involved his character having to grow a gigantic beard, which took Daniel out of the market for forever, and setting out to make this labor of love film. And it was a tremendously difficult storyline for myself, especially playing a school teacher who was suffering a major loss in her life. And I'm sorry I'm rambling, I'm not very good at this, but the film was absolutely beautiful, and it was incredibly difficult for us to put together. We started making this movie at the height of the financial crisis. Great time to make an independent movie.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a companion piece documentary called Kingdom Come that's about them trying to put the movie together. And if anyone, if you want to know what work I'm really proud of that I've done, I'd say his film. He's amazing. So thanks for asking that. I'm sorry. I'm so like...
Thank
blah,
you
blah,
so
blah.
much.
She's doing a great job, isn't she, everybody, right?
I'm like sweating.
You're doing good. You're doing great.
Literally sweating.
Can we turn that light down a little? It's getting hot up here. Hey, what's up? What's your name?
How you doing? My name's Felipe. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Rachel.
you, Felipe.
I had a question of there's a movie that I grew up with. Since I'm like 28, so I grew up watching Tom and Huck
Dude.
like
nice.
hundreds of times. And I just want to know your experience on that. Oh, do you keep in touch with Jonathan Taylor Thomas as well, or no?
I don't think anyone's seen that guy for a long time.
Right?
I've heard he's a lawyer now.
Really?
Like, yeah, he turned out real good, apparently.
Wow, all right.
He was always super, super smart. I remember he was about a year or two younger than me when we made the movie. And that's a big difference, as we all know, when you're 15 and someone's 12
Well, you
or
were
something.
taller than him, obviously, and we could notice that. But I never thought about the age. But how was your experience?
That's not true anymore.
No, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
But it was an amazing experience. We shot that film in Huntsville, Alabama.
Okay.
Home of the space program, and I think not a heck of a lot else. A lot of my memories from that movie are of hanging out with Brad Renfro, who again,
who passed away,
who we lost all too soon. Mm-hmm. And I remember Brad was absolutely incredible. I remember we would all go to local restaurants, and one I remember had a pool hall. I remember Brad just like cleaning up the table in about 5 minutes. I was like, how did you know how to do that? And he was like, my dad used to have me hustle pool when I was 5. He would have people say, he would go up to people in bars and go, my kid could beat you. And then you'd have to do it. And and I remember that he was just like a live wire, but so incredible. He could play Jimi Hendrix behind his head. It was just unbelievable on guitar, obviously. Just amazing. I remember Jonathan reading the New York Times cover to cover in our school sessions in the trailer. Wow. And God, what else? I'm like you were there.
No,
I kind of wish I was. Sounds fun.
I wish I was.
Do some backspins, just spice it up a little.
No, I love that movie so much.
Thank
so
you.
It holds something very dear in my heart, so I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting me know that. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Right.
Thanks, Felipe. No problem. All right, step on up to the mic. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Melissa.
Nice to meet you, Alyssa.
Melissa.
Oh my God.
No, it's okay. Literally, that happened all my life, so it's okay. So nobody's brought it up yet, but you were the original Josie and the Pussycats. I loved that movie, and I still like. I was obsessed with it, and I was obsessed with Archie growing up. And my question was, like, were you always going to like take that role, or was there another role that you almost took instead of Josie that you were up for?
Yeah, there have been some that I definitely should have taken that I didn't for whatever reason. My not very mature brain told me not to at the time. I don't know. I think that the coolest part of Josie was the subtle humor that, you know, not everybody completely got. But I also grew up with Archie comics, so it had that appeal. But I also felt a little bit confused approaching Josie because I was like, there just wasn't a lot of character there in the comics. I was like, I just didn't feel like they had any.
Yeah,
they didn't have a lot of personality.
They've matured a little in their writing.
Right, and Riverdale is super cool. That's like its whole own
I love
thing.
that show.
Dude, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen like the newer version of Josie and the Pussycats too, or?
I have not. Oh, you mean in the show?
Yeah.
I only saw the pilot, which they were not in, but I'm totally going to binge the rest, and I can't wait.
Yeah,
so,
it's really good.
Yes, I've heard that they're all amazing. So.
Yeah.
That's cool. But about the movie, like, is there something else I almost took instead? Thank goodness, no, not on that account. That was like an easy. That was like a gimme. It's like, of course I'm going to do this.
Yeah, no, It's a classic.
Thank you so very much. I really, really appreciate it. I'm not going to mess up your name again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Marissa, and they mistaken my name Melissa as well a few times.
Hey, Marissa.
I recall that you were in the show called like Perception.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, how did you feel like, especially how it ended the way it did?
Not good. I would say, especially just the ending part.
Yeah, I was
in terms of like what the last episode was even about, I'm a little fuzzy on that. I don't even remember. That sounds bad. I shouldn't have said that. I think we just always thought that we were probably going to make some more. I loved making that show. I love Eric McCormick. I got to play such a great, again, kick-ass character in Kate Moretti, and Eric was exceptional. I don't know. I am glad that I think it's on Hulu now. I hope people can discover it still. It's a good thing about streaming. I mean, thank you for watching it.
Oh, I liked it a lot. So.
Thank you. I don't know where your friends were or mine or whatever, but thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hi, what's your name?
You look awesome.
Thank you. So do you.
Thank you.
I really just came up here to see you up close, but you look the same. You look so great. Doesn't she look amazing? Oh my gosh.
It's good too.
Thank you. Yes. I saw you, like a lot of us, she's all that. Babysitter's Club was the first time I saw you. I saw that movie. I
Did
used
you
to
read the books?
Yes,
totally.
Yes, I had the
super
books.
specials and the...
Yes. Oh yeah. Learned them all through middle school, and like they just like put me
Same.
through middle school and upper elementary school. Yeah, she's all that was like huge. I was homeschooled for my high school years, so like you kind of like showed me what it would kind of be like. How was the scene going down the stairs, like with the "Kiss Me" song? Like, how many times did you have to practice that? Like, how was that experience?
You think you know how to like just walk down some stairs like a normal person till like everyone's watching you, and then it like gets a little dicey. What I remember about that scene was that like I don't think that there was supposed to be a trip at the end of the stairs. I think I just like gaffed it a little bit, and then they were like, "That's fun." It's sort of like there was, some kind of another, kind of like oops moment, but I don't know that it was that. So that's a major memory of that. I remember thinking like, are they shooting this in slow motion, or do I have to do my own slow motion? Right. Not so bright. Again, didn't really go to high school, so. So yeah, I remember that, and I remember the dress. Like, they had two of the red dress. Because there's the scene after the party where I have to be like, no, I hate all of you, and then like fall on the rocks. So they were like, we got to have two of the dress. And one of the dresses was slightly smaller than the other one, and they used the really small one for the stairs. I'm like, just don't breathe. This is going to go great. So yeah, those are my major memories of of that scene.
Very cool. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
So great to meet you.
You too.
It's impossible to hear that song and not think of you.
I always say, like, whenever, it's a very, like, CVS, Rite Aid, Walgreens kind of a song. Like, whenever I'm there and it just comes on, I'm like, are you... You know what I
They
mean?
know.
They know, man. They know. Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Emily.
Hey,
I was
Emily.
wondering, I grew up in Minnesota as well, so I always get excited when I see other people from Minnesota.
You got out.
I sure did.
No, I love it there. I love it. It's just
I do too. I go back. I'm going back next month, but I live down here now. It's hotter. What was your favorite thing growing up in Minnesota? Like, what did you like the best of the state?
It's less like of the state, but like the first thing that came to my mind when you said that was like my favorite childhood memory is actually going to garage sales with my parents. Like every single weekend when it was, you know, the season for that. My parents would call it going sailing. We're going sailing. And I remember that vividly. We used to live near Lake of the Isles. Where did you grow up?
Wilmer. It's about an hour and a half west of Minneapolis.
Lovely.
So lots of lakes, but...
Did you do the state fair?
Yes, we did the state fair several times. Loved it. I think my parents tried to take us every year, really.
Yeah. Do you remember the sculpture? Like they used to do, they used to carve busts of people out of butter.
Yeah.
Which is it's fun, you know, if you're looking for a hobby, whatever.
Yeah, land of the dairy.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Did you keep up the tradition with your children? Did you take them to garage sales as well? Do you go sailing with the kids?
People in LA, I could talk about garage sales, like get comfy, everybody. People in LA think that just because they paid like, you know, I don't know, $200 for a briefcase, you can still charge $50. You can't do that. You can like 15 tops. I don't know why I'm telling you, you know.
Yeah, you can't do that. What do you mean? Of course I know. I got this jacket on wish.com for like $7.
Super good.
I find the deals.
Yeah.
But you got to haggle with these people at garage sales. You can't just pay the first thing they say. You got to bring them down.
I agree. My parents were such pros. They would know the cars of the other, they called them, they're like, the Sharpies. They're like, Hazel's here. It's her car. She's been here already. We should just go down to 34th Street. 'Cause she probably hasn't been there yet. Like, my dad's, like, we used to get most of my dad's clothes. I probably shouldn't say this out loud. From the Twin Cities Gay Men's Chorus sale.
Okay.
It's really, really quality stuff there. Yeah.
Nice.
Glad we're talking about this.
This is fun. All right. Hi, what's your name? We're going to ask another question.
My name is Carly.
Hey.
The funny thing is I'm actually from Minnesota too.
Yes.
This is the most amount of people from Minnesota that I've had in one room since I moved to Florida.
Where did you go to high school?
But my question is for you, you know, just looking around who's here, the different generations that are here that have watched your stuff, that enjoy watching your stuff, how does that make you feel, and how do you like go across just the generations that you've touched so far and the ones to come still?
It's really cool. It makes me, it would be easy to say like, makes me feel old, but it just makes me feel like, wow, maybe I really do have a career in this business if kids can watch something that I've done, and if people my age and older, no one here is older than me, but you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, it sort of gives perspective to the fact that like I've had great years, I've had really bad years where it would have been really nice to see all of you, but it makes me feel like I'm a lifer. You know what I mean? It makes me feel good about just having this breadth of experience, and I feel really grateful. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, what's up, man? What's your name?
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
One of my favorite shows when I was younger was Dawson's Creek. And what was that
It's a good show.
I actually really loved the episode that you were on. You were like in the film festival, or Dawson was trying to produce a movie. Like, how was that experience being on that TV show?
Real talk. It was great. But here's what happened. I remember they were, Miramax really wanted me to do Dawson's Creek because they knew that the episodes were going to be airing the exact same weekend that She's All That was going to come out. And they were like, it'll be everywhere, it'll be great, this is the most popular show, this and that. And I'm like, it's a great show, happy to do it. And I remember I got the script, and they were like, "Your potential new love interest for James Van Der Beek's character." I'm like, "This is awesome." And then I remember getting to Wilmington, North Carolina, and the new pages got slid under my door the night before, as is, very typical with TV. And there were like 10 jokes making fun of me. There were like 5 jokes about how short I was, that I was a stalker. I'm just like, what have I done? And so I remember going like, oh, this will not do. So I was just like, could we just get it down to like 3 jokes about what a short stalker I am, or something like that? So I was like happy, but also like with a side of horrified.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dawson's Creek. Wow, that brings back memories. I used to watch that show all the time.
Dude.
Man.
Oh my God. I remember one other thing. We were shooting on like the pier. I remember it was a scene where I'm sitting with James and we're just like looking out over the water, whatever you do at the creek. And I remember just having this horrified feeling of total hysteria. And I looked at James and I was just like, I think I'm going to jump in. And he was like, no, you're not. And I was like, no, but I'm scared I'm going to do it. Like, you know how you're not afraid of heights? You're afraid you're going to jump? Like, I just got crazy afraid.
Wow.
So I was just going to jump in this silly lake. Is that your phone?
It's not me. Someone playing a saxophone somewhere?
Dude, that's amazing.
It's literally Careless Whisper right now. Who is that?
That's so funny.
Love it. Look at this guy. Oh man, so fun. Oh, I think your name is Carly, right?
Yeah.
I think she asked you what high school you went to.
Yeah. Oh, it's a small town, Worthington. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
I don't know. I was going to be pretty mad if you went to Southwest, but other than that, we're cool.
Is that your rival
Yes,
school?
Yes.
Okay.
If anyone here went to Southwest, you can get out. I'm just kidding.
Hey, what's up, man? What's your name?
How you doing?
Hey.
My name's Darren.
Nice to meet you, Darren.
Nice to meet you too. I am older than you, but that's okay. Listen, I've got 3 daughters that all kind of grew up with Josie. And
That's awesome.
It looked like you just had so much fun in that movie. My question is, how hard was it for you girls to get together musically with, I don't know if you're a guitar player by nature or how that all happened and how much practice you must have had to do.
Yeah, that's a hard no. I am not a musician at all, nor can I sing, which I'm sure was very fun for them to find out. Kenny Babyface Edmonds produced the music for that, put a lot of it together. And I remember I got cast, and then they decided to find out if I could sing or not. So they brought me to Kenny's studio, and it was him and our 2 directors, Deb and Harry, and they were like, look, if you can carry a tune, we can fix the rest. You're singing in the movie. I'm like, yes! So they send me in the booth. I think I attempted to sing like a Blink-182 song or something. I'm like, see you guys later. And then they were just like, the call came the next day, you will not be singing in the movie. I was like, okay, good talk. And yeah, but it was really cool. They sent us to what's easy to laugh about called band camp, where we had to learn, good sort of stage presence and some moves and this and that, which was incredibly cool. And I had to fully learn how to play guitar. Granted, it was about 5 chords total, but still, it was hard, and it was really fun. It really bonded Tara and Rosario and I. And man, I'm sorry that Tara couldn't be here this weekend.
I know.
I was looking forward to seeing her.
Me too.
But that's amazing. You have 3 daughters. You're a lucky guy.
Yeah, this I am, absolutely.
Hey!
Be silent, be still, right?
All right, thank you. Step on up. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Becca.
Hey,
good
Becca.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I have so much to say. So actually what's so funny is I'm here with a comedy troupe called Pineapple Shaped Lamps, and we're from Wilmington, North Carolina. And
That's
it's
so cool.
Yeah, it's the 30th anniversary of Dawson's Creek this year. And anywho, I work for a film festival, and we're trying to get some actors to come in November, so just let me know if you're interested. But anywho, just small plug out there.
A little hidden agenda going on here.
But actually, I'm a huge fan of Josie and the Pussycats. I've seen it probably 300 times, and I don't know why. I think literally it was like one of the only DVDs we owned in my house.
That'll do it.
It's so weird, but me and my sisters are all huge fans. And now that I watch it as an adult, like I get so much more of the movie. Like I don't even think I understood it was like a joke when I was, younger. And so I just wanted to know what your favorite joke was from that film, or your favorite moment, because there's so many good ones, and I feel like it changes. Like as I've grown older, I've had different favorite moments. So I was just wondering what your favorite moment was.
Everything with du jour on the plane.
Yes.
I'm so sad that I wasn't there for du jour means crash positions, or du jour means seatbelts, or like that's my favorite part. Of course, I wasn't there, but
very good.
One
of my favorite moments too.
What are your favorite parts of the movie I was in?
Oh gosh. Oh man, there's so many good ones. I do love du jour on the plane, and du jour was wonderful. And I feel like I've seen some of those actors at conventions too, but who knows? Oh my gosh, so many great moments. I love when you turn evil, like when you like have that like character switch when you're I guess you're being mind controlled.
Definitely was.
I really like that.
Thank
I
you.
love the 6-pack of Zima joke. I feel like Zima comes into my life every once in a while, and I'm always like, oh yeah, from Josie and the Pussycats. Like I didn't know what that was when I was a kid, and now that I'm an adult, I'm like, oh my god, what a shitty
It's
drink.
good that you didn't know what Zima was as a child.
Like, yeah, I didn't really get it. Like,
that's so funny.
Anyway, so yeah, no, a lot of favorite moments, and you're great at it, obviously. And
Thank you so much, and
I
good
used to
luck
like
with
want
your
your
film
hair.
festival.
Yeah, it's called Kugaloris.
That's
plug. Yeah, it's
say that
it's
again.
Really cool. Kugaloris Film
Okay.
Festival.
What she said
in Wilmington, North Carolina, in November.
I'll
stop
Is
by your
it
table
pineapple
later.
because pineapple isn't the sign of hospitality or something? Someone told me that.
But we also started as a Rocky Horror Shadowcast troupe, and it's a call out from the film. So yeah,
okay.
We're performing all weekend. You should stop by our Rocky Horror Picture Show tonight.
Rocky Horror Picture Show tonight. Where is
it? Here in this
Right
room.
here. Imagine that.
Yeah. We'll be taking off our clothes where you're sitting. So.
Okay.
I'm free later.
I'll be here.
But
It's
thanks
hilarious.
so much. Huge fan.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Wow, I haven't even heard the word Zima in so long, and it brings back so many memories of that time. There's so many crazy things. Oh my God, Mad Dog 2020. Anyway, hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm nervous. I swallowed my gum, so excuse me. Sorry.
Take a moment.
Yeah.
You're good from
It's like
there.
right
I feel like
here.
the worst has happened.
So my name is Denise.
Hi, Denise.
I, like most of everyone here, grew up on She's All That and Babysitters Club, so it's freaking awesome.
Thank you,
So my
Denise.
question is going to be a little weird. Sorry. Have you seen Not Another Teen Movie, which is kind of based on She's
yeah.
All, a lot of
and a
based on
lot of
She's
the
All
teen
That?
movies,
Yeah.
right? I have not. That was
You just
like,
ruined her whole world.
like an archive library of of voice sounds should have that for audible gasp. That was perfect. That was amazing. I haven't. I just being
Probably
an actor
shouldn't
is
now,
like being an actor
but-
is hard, and like you have your share of bad auditions and rejection, and I was just like, am I gonna go pay money to watch someone make fun of me? Pass.
Yeah.
No, not right now. I understand that that sending something up is a loving compliment, and
Yeah.
I'm sure I will see it at some point. I just never got around to it.
Cool. Well, thank you. You look awesome, by the way.
Thank
So-
you. You look awesome. If anyone has some more gum for you, right here. Okay.
All right, so we have run out of our line. I'll ask you something. Do you ever go back and watch some of the stuff that you've done, or do you play the video games you've been in?
I don't even know. I'm sorry. You're gonna sit. He jumped the line. I'll have a word to him.
We got some time.
Okay, cool. We're all friends here. I don't know how to play video games. Can you do it again? Yeah, I just didn't grow up with those. We did have a Josie and the Pussycats reunion screening like midway through last year. We got the band back together, and Kay Hanley played. It was incredible. People packed the Ace Hotel Theater downtown in LA, and were shouting along, you know, pieces of dialogue and singing the songs, and it completely blew my mind. It was humbling and amazing.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool. All right, now we're going to go back to you. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name's Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Big fan of all that. She's all that.
Oh, thank you.
Being like the geekiness, but being cool. That was like really cool. Especially like now, it's like with all this cosplay stuff, it's like so ahead of its time in that way. I think.
People tell me if they made the movie now that it would be like you had to play it in reverse. Like you would like get the glasses.
Exactly. So my question actually is not about your career per se, but where is maybe the most interesting place that you've traveled and what you liked about it the most?
God, I went to Israel in about let me see, I think it was like 2010. And that was incredible, like floating in the Dead Sea.
My mom went.
It's amazing, right? Yeah. And the Wailing Wall and just the power of the obvious history there. My husband and I just went to Barcelona about 2 weeks ago without our kids, so that was fun.
Leave the kids at home.
That was amazing. We saw a flamenco show. We were at like rented rickshaws, just like saw all the Gaudi stuff. That was incredible. But I don't know, where have you been that like you loved or would recommend?
Rome. I was in Height College. My brother was abroad, and it was just amazing. Amazing. Yeah, I like left part of my heart there.
I mean,
I was there 11 days.
So nice.
Yeah, I almost got pickpocketed like 3 times though. Like, like on the bus, like so the person was right next to me, trying to go under my thing. No, I just kind of turned because they were with the whole group of people.
All you had to do was
like,
turn.
They're
These
like
are
little
terrible.
armies. Yeah, they're really crazy. Just be careful
God.
if you go abroad. There are pickpockets out there.
Oh yeah, big time.
Oh wait, I have a question for you. I don't know if it even was on my bio, but I did voices for Star Wars Old Republic. I see you have a Star Wars shirt on.
I don't play the video games.
Okay.
So, and I got Battlefront 2. I even got the Star Wars one because I told my husband the only way we're getting a PS4, it has to be Star Wars. I'm like, I don't care if it costs more money.
There you go.
But yeah, I'm not that great at it either.
Well,
I'm
it's
on level
it's a
1.
cute shirt.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. So nice to meet you.
All right, this is going to be our last question.
And some very important follow-up.
Yes.
What was your favorite garage sale purchase?
Garage sale purchase? Oh my God. Okay.
I know this is deep.
When I was in like 2nd grade, there was an 8th grade girl named Neely Arnold, and she lived in like Loring Hill, which is like up the hill from where I live. Nice house. It's nice, real nice. And she was like an 8th grader, like, you know, back of the bus, very loud, very popular, very cute, like just totally shredded jeans all the time. Like she'd been attacked by like a werewolf in an alley. Like just, she is so cool. I can't even tell you. I'm still like starstruck by Neely Arnold. We go to a garage sale. It's always my nightmare when we rock up to someone's yard that it's going to be someone who I go to school with. And lo and behold, it's Neely Arnold's house. And she had this pink 10-speed, maybe 12-speed bike with like those handlebars, like those racing handlebars, like curved forward. And I knew I was way too small for that bike, but my dad got it for me, so score.
Very cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so before we wrap up, do you have anything that's coming up or anything that you're working on that we should know about or look forward to?
I am so glad you remembered to bring that up because I was going to forget. Coming out in limited release, but starting yesterday, is a movie version of A Midsummer Night's Dream, in which, thank you, which I was lucky enough to play Hermia in. That is, going to be doing a rollout in like whatever. What's the art theater around here?
I mean, we have the Broward Center. We have there's a bunch of places.
So hopefully, it'll be
Google it
somewhere kind of like that. But it's an amazing cast, especially if you're a Shakespeare fan like Lily Rabe, Finn Whitrock, Avon Joja. Am I saying his last name right? Hamish Linklater. Like great cast if you're a fan of the Bard, as apparently they call him. That world was all new to me. I've never done Shakespeare before, which you'll be able to see when you watch the movie.
Awesome. And you'll be here down at your table for the rest of the day or the rest of the weekend?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys want to go ask more questions,
Let's
you can
hang
go
out.
see her at her table.
Thank you guys so much for coming.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out. One more time for Rachel Leigh Cook.